Okay, job is done. Listen.
The story opens with a man named Elias Kane, a legendary operative once feared across continents, now living in isolation in a remote forest town. Though his beard is graying and his body bears the toll of countless missions, Elias still maintains a strict routine: early morning jogs, cold showers, and precise marksmanship drills. During a rare visit to the local clinic, the doctor commends his physical condition but warns him about lingering shrapnel near his spine. When asked if he still smokes, Elias simply replies, "Not anymore." Elias is weeks away from turning 55, the mandatory retirement age enforced by the Citadel, a covert private agency responsible for carrying out unsanctioned international missions. Upon retirement, he's due to receive a substantial payout, $10 million accumulated through decades of service. But what Elias doesn't know is that Citadel's new director, Dorian Voss, has other plans. In an effort to cut costs and erase liabilities, Voss has been quietly eliminating operatives nearing retirement, seizing their benefits in the process. Meanwhile, in Morocco, another retired agent, Leo Grant, is enjoying his post-service freedom. Lavish drinks, beach parties, and fast cars. But the celebration ends abruptly when a masked gunman takes him out mid-toast. A team of elite killers led by the ruthless Nicolette Vale carries out the hit and vanishes before authorities can react. Back in Elias's world, his longtime handler, Kira Dalton, schedules a meeting under the pretense of one final job. She offers him $1.2 million to eliminate a weapons broker supposedly responsible for Leo's death. Suspicious but silent, Elias doesn't refuse. He returns to his cabin and begins sorting through encrypted files on a burner laptop. After several failed connection attempts, he agrees to the assignment, but on his terms. Kira forwards the dossier while informing Director Voss. Voss, in turn, reveals his strategy: send Elias on a rigged mission to get him killed. Elias's payout is the largest in Citadel history, and Voss intends to cancel it permanently. Elias arrives in Prague, posing as a building technician. He enters the hotel where the target is hiding, using a malfunctioning thermostat as cover. After disabling 2 armed guards with stunning efficiency, he corners the broker in a bathroom. But something feels off. As he scans the room post-hit, he discovers a classified file bearing his name and photo. He's not the hunter, he's the bait. He contacts Kira with a chilling message: "The job's done. I want the rest of the money, now." She hesitates. Voss refuses. Elias warns them both: if the funds aren't delivered within 24 hours, there will be consequences. As expected, they don't comply. Elsewhere, Nicolette and her team begin hunting Elias. They interrogate his former contact in Lisbon, force his location from an old friend, and track his financial activity. A series of large, untraceable payments sent from a remote location in Silver Ridge, Alaska. As Elias returns to his quiet life, he notices a newcomer, a soft-spoken woman named Lena, who recently moved into the neighboring cabin. Their initial encounters are awkward but kind. She flinches at loud sounds and avoids eye contact. Elias, seeing fragments of his own past in her, offers subtle kindness. Over time, she opens up, sharing small details about her troubled history. Elias teaches her basic self-defense, even gives her a pistol, though she hesitates to use it. Nicolette's team moves swiftly. They storm Elias's old addresses: a safe house in Mexico, a storage unit in Ontario, and a decoy apartment in Greece. At each location, they leave behind a trail of bodies and whispers of something darker. Eventually, they discover the Silver Ridge payments and converge on Alaska. As Elias shops in town, he crosses paths with Vera, a disguised member of the kill team. She pretends her truck broke down and asks for help. Though suspicious, Elias lets his guard down just long enough. She sweet-talks her way into his home, claiming a tow truck won't arrive until morning. That night, she gets too close, laughing, teasing, studying his routines. Outside, her team readies their assault. Vera delays Elias just long enough for Nicolette to get a clear shot. But when the moment comes, Elias ducks instinctively, causing Vera to catch a bullet to the shoulder. As glass shatters and gunfire erupts, Elias rolls off the bed and vanishes into the shadow. The Black Ops legend is wide awake, and now it's personal. Elias wastes no time. Rolling out of the bedroom, he grabs a hidden tomahawk from beneath the floorboards and hurls it through the hallway. It strikes the first attacker squarely in the chest. In seconds, he's gone. From the thermal scope he took during the scuffle, Elias identifies two more intruders entering from the west wall. He picks them off with surgical precision, including Nicolette's second-in-command, who doesn't even see it coming. Just as Elias is catching his breath, Nicolette blindsides him from behind. A brutal hand-to-hand fight follows. She nearly drives a knife through his neck, but he manages to twist free and escape through a hidden exit beneath the cabin. Outside, he scavenges what he can and disappears into the freezing woods. As he vanishes, Nicolette and her team search the house but find only empty shells and a burner phone. One photo remains: Lena, standing next to Elias. Now they know she matters. Meanwhile, Elias tracks Nicolette's retreat path back to a nearby motel. There, he finds a strung-out tech girl named Echo, part of Nicolette's surveillance unit. Rambling in her drug-induced haze, Echo lets it slip. They've taken Lena. She was captured after Nicolette's team traced Elias's emotional attachment to her. Furious, Elias returns to Lena's house and finds it empty. Only a broken coffee mug and a photo left behind tell him what he needs to know. They've moved her to Voss's private compound in Switzerland. Back at Citadel HQ, Director Voss is livid. Half of his elite team is dead, and Vera, now recovering from her bullet wound, confirms Elias survived. Kira, calm but defiant, reminds him once again, "You should have paid him, now it's war." Voss ignores her warning. "This isn't business anymore," he growls. "This is personal." Elias has only one option left. He contacts Juno, a former smuggler and arms dealer who now lives off-grid in Norway. Juno helps him recover, patches up his wounds, and outfits him with advanced weapons, including a prototype pulse rifle and thermal cloaking gear. Juno asks him, "You sure you want to walk into the lion's den?" Elias replies, "I'm not walking in, I'm burning it down." Fully healed and armed to the teeth, Elias reaches out to Kira and offers a deal: his life in exchange for Lena's. Kira agrees, but secretly plans to ambush him. Elias doesn't flinch. He chooses the meeting place himself, an abandoned hydropower station at the edge of a glacier. There, he mounts heavy artillery across the upper levels and waits. When Kira and Voss's mercenaries arrive, Elias allows them to trace him, but this time he doesn't run. He stands in full view and raises his hands. Voss steps forward, smug. "It's over, Kane." But Elias isn't surrendering. He activates a remote switch. Mounted gunfire erupts from the shadows, tearing through Voss's soldiers in seconds. Explosions rock the structure as smoke and debris fill the air. In the chaos, Elias spares Kira, giving her a chance to walk away. "I never wanted this," he tells her. She leaves in silence. With Voss wounded but still alive, he orders Lena brought to him. But before his guards can act, Elias breaches the compound. The remaining mercenaries drop their weapons and flee, none of them willing to face the legend known as Kane the Ghost. Inside, Voss tries to hide behind Lena, gun to her head, but Elias doesn't hesitate. One clean shot, and it's over. Voss drops to the floor. Elias cuts Lena loose. Together, they return to Alaska. The snow has begun to fall, and for the first time in years, Elias allows himself to rest. But one night, while unpacking Lena's few belongings, he finds something disturbing: a worn envelope filled with newspaper clipping. The headlines tell a chilling story: a covert operation in Kiev 20 years ago. A family killed. A little girl survived. Elias's face goes pale as he reads the final line: "Only one child survived the massacre." Lena steps into the room, quiet and unreadable. She's holding the pistol he gave her weeks earlier. Elias doesn't flinch. "I remember your voice," she says, tears welling up. "You were the one. You took them from me." "I was lied to," Elias replies. "I thought they were traitors. If I had known," she cuts him off. "Why didn't you finish the job?" "If killing me gives you peace," he whispers, "do it." She hesitates, trembles. Then she lowers the gun. "I don't want revenge," she says. "I want answers." Elias nods solemnly. Together, they walk into the falling snow, determined to uncover the truth that destroyed both their lives and maybe find redemption.
End the movie. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other recaps and subscribe for more content. And leave comment below. Thanks for watching. and we'll see you in the next video.